Hey everyone, it's John the Net Guy. Today I'm working on a project. I thought I'd bring you in on it here just because this is a Lenovo Flex 5 1570, I believe. And I'm taking the screen apart, and one of the things that's very similar to the other Lenovos I worked on where it's got this adhesive. So they stick the screen down to the backing plate with this adhesive. To get it out is a chore and a half. I'm just showing you here, right here where it's at. So this is this little tiny blue piece that you see here. This is actually a pull tab. Not pull tab like going and playing darts pull tab, but this is a pull tab to pull the adhesive up. Now it helps if you've got some really skinny tweezers, and as you're pulling it up, you can wrap it around the tweezers. You can also heat the back plate of the laptop. Now I didn't do that on this one, but this one is really interesting. So you just pull this adhesive strip and try to get as much of it in one pull as you can. Maybe the angle. And this is what holds the screen on. Now, this specific Lenovo came to me because as you tilt the screen around and move it around, it starts to flicker. It changes colors, it's doing bad things. So what I'm doing here is I'm pulling the screen apart. I'm removing as much of this white adhesive as I can. And if I've done a good enough job and I've got enough of it out, then when I go to pull this, it's going to be a super simple job. So I'm going to go ahead and start from the side that I've already freed. Now if you find out it's not coming, these screens break really, really easily, so don't force it. You may have a little bit of adhesive left. You may have to kind of regroup. I'm going to look down the back of the panel here and see if there's some adhesive or it's just clips. So in this case it was just clips. So that adhesive is gone. It looks like I got the adhesive off of both sides. Okay. So again, the reason this one came to me is because the screen's been flickering as you move it around. So I'm just looking for signs that this connector specifically may have been reset or pulled on. I do know that it fell down at one point. So I'm making sure that this board that runs the touchscreen and the LCD is connected. That looks to be pretty good. So let's flip this back up. So I want to see if the work that I've done already was enough to fix this. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put these screws back in. Now, assembly and disassembly are exactly the same. To disassemble it, take these 5 screws off on the bottom here. And to assemble it, assemble those 5 screws. Now, if you're having trouble finding the adhesive, I've got a kit from an iMac display replacement. And it gives you enough adhesive to do this screen and many more that I've used on other projects. It's just kind of a bulk adhesive you can buy. And once I get this, I'm going to go ahead and start to test and see and make sure that this thing's working just fine here. So, again, I'm looking to see the screen. I got a little bit of play in the hinge here. I'm going to check the bottom here on the hinges. See if I can tighten those a little bit down. Had a pretty solid strike on the corner. You'll see a sad story on a laptop. Look at that corner right there. Beat up pretty hard. I don't know. This is a metal chassis. I think I flexed it back just a little bit. Yeah, the Lenovo Flex 5 does not flex when you hit it like that very easily. So that's good. This connector is seated. I pushed down on it. That's your main video connector. We've got our Wi-Fi card over there, looked good. I'm going to go ahead and put the bottom plate back on. Again, assembly is reverse disassembly. Click it all in. And all the screws on this one, fortunately, are Phillips, and they're all the same size. So you don't have to worry about anything. You can grab one, start putting it in. I usually on laptops like to work middle out, in case there's any side clips or anything that need to get pushed in. Okay, and like I said, this is a Lenovo Flex 5 1570, and the complaint was about a screen that would flicker on and off. That's usually the power board for the LCD or LED backlighting, or the connector or anything like that could be bad. I'm going to continue to play with it here now that I've taken the monitor out and released the tension and see if that fixed it. And if I don't see it do the black screen of death, I'm going to let them use it in the field, and if I'm not seeing that black screen, then we know we fixed it. If it does have the black screen, then we're going to go on to the next possible causes and repairs, which may include a inverter board or other connectors that we have to look at. This is that corner that was damaged, so it's going a little bit slower. Okay. Now this laptop's been reassembled. And I'll put the pin code in. Now, it used to be you touched corners and this thing would turn on and off. Yeah, there's definitely some damage on this corner of the LCD. But so far I have not seen the black screen symptom that he was complaining about. Okay, now with that, I'm going to go ahead and put this thing back together so you can see what I'm doing here. These clips on here will hold this in, but just remember you got kind of a limited number of times you can push these clips on and off, so make sure that you get good connection on them as you're trying to get them in here, because there's, like I said, a limited time for all these. So that center panel's all just held in with clips. There's one right there. The side panels held in like so. Just press fit. Same thing with this other side. Just press fit in. Okay, so I'm gonna give this guy the laptop back now that I've done kind of a reseat of all those cables. I have not seen it again. You tap the corners of the screen. I have not seen it have a problem, but doesn't mean it's not there. It just means I have not witnessed it myself. We're going to have them try it again. See if that works. This has been John the Net Guy. If you've got a Lenovo Flex 5 1570, that's how you reseat the connectors in there. That's how you check and verify that all the connectors are connected. And that's a wrap for now. Thanks for watching.